Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Code with ER. In this video guys, we are gonna learn something new, something different. In this video guys, we are gonna learn something new, something different in Vue.js. Okay, yes guys, you heard it right. In this video, in this session, we are gonna learn something new, something different in Vue.js. Okay. And guys, in this video, we will be learning that how to create a dynamic tab in Vue.js. Okay, yes guys, you heard it right. In this video, in this session, we are gonna learn how to create a dynamic tab in Vue.js. Okay, so guys, just to give you a demo, I have already built an example. So let me go to the example first, and let me explain you the example as well, what I mean and what we are gonna learn in this video, in this session. Okay, so let me go to the example first. So guys, this is the example I have already built using HTML, CSS and Vue.js as well. Okay, as you can see here, the text also create dynamic tabs with ER Prabhat Pandit in Vue.js. Okay, and guys, below that you can see 4 buttons also, like Bootstrap, JavaScript, AngularJS and Vue.js, and below that you can see a text build fast responsive sites with Bootstrap, and below that you can see some text also, and below that you can see images as well, and below images you can see the button also, learn more. Okay, so guys, as of now the rest all 3 buttons are disabled. Okay, like JavaScript, AngularJS and Vue.js buttons are disabled as of now. Okay, so guys, whenever you will try to click the buttons like JavaScript, Angular and Vue.js, so guys, the buttons, you are gonna see the content also. Okay, so now I am gonna click the button JavaScript. See guys, the moment I click the button JavaScript, you are able to see a different content. You are able to see different text about the JavaScript. Okay, so as you can see here, what is JavaScript? Learn with Prabhat Pandit, and below that you can see some text also, like JavaScript, often abbreviated as JS, is a programming language that is one of the core technologies of the World Wide Web alongside HTML and CSS. As of 2023, 98.7% of websites use JavaScript on the client side for web page behavior. Okay, and below that you can see the image also, full JavaScript course, and below that you can see the button also, learn more. Okay, so now I am gonna click the button AngularJS. See the guys, right now the AngularJS button is enabled, and rest all buttons are disabled, like Bootstrap, JavaScript and Vue.js. Okay, and guys, the moment you will click the button, below that you will be able to see the content based on the button you have clicked on. Okay, so as of now the AngularJS button is enabled, so we will be able to see the text or content about the AngularJS. Okay, so here, what is Angular? Learn with Prabhat Pandit, and below that you can see the some text also, like the web development framework for building the future, deliver web apps with confidence, and below that you can see the image also of Angular, and below that you can see the button also, learn more. Okay, so guys, now I am gonna click the button Vue.js. See, boom guys, the moment you will click the button, based on the button you have clicked, you will be able to see the contents. Okay, you will be able to see the text. Okay, so right now Vue.js button is enabled, so you can see the text also, what is Vue.js? Learn with Prabhat Pandit, and below that you can see the text also. Okay, the progressive JavaScript framework, an approachable, performant and versatile framework for building web user interfaces, and below that you can see the image also of Vue.js, and below that you can see the button also, learn more. Okay, so guys, in this video, in this session, I will teach you that how to create this kind of dynamic tabs in Vue.js. Okay guys, trust me guys, from this video, after watching this video, after having this session, you will be master in creating tabs in Vue.js. Okay, so guys, in this video, in this session, we are gonna learn how to create this kind of dynamic tabs in Vue.js. And guys, trust me, believe me, I will explain you each and everything here, so that you won't have any confusion in your mind that what I am doing here and you know, like you're not good, you're not getting anything, you're not understanding anything. So guys, trust me, these things not gonna happen in this video, in this session, because I will explain you each and everything in detail, in depth. Okay, so you will be able to understand, you will be able to get this session very easily, very efficiently as well. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, based on the buttons you have clicked, you will be able to see the content like JavaScript, and below the content about the JavaScript, AngularJS, and below the buttons of AngularJS, you will be able to see what is Angular, learn with ER Prabhat Pandit, and some text also, and some one images also, and below that below that image you can see the buttons also. So guys, you are free to customize these tabs or buttons or content according to your need, according to your you know, like what can I say, application requirements. Okay, so guys, in this video I will explain you that how to create this kind of dynamic tabs in Vue.js. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn how to create dynamic tabs in Vue.js with me, ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so guys, first of all, I would like to request to you all guys, please guys, do subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please press the bell icon also, so that whenever I will upload a new video in the playlist, you can be notified and you can watch them instantly, and you can learn from them also, and professionally you will be also growing. Okay, so guys, please guys, do like my videos, all my videos, which will give me the confidence, which will give me the motivation to make awesome videos for you like this on each and every topic of web development and full stack development as well. Okay, so guys, please subscribe my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please press the bell icon also. And guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please guys, do share this video with your friends, with your colleague, with your group also, so that they will be also learning along with you. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn, okay, how to create these kind of dynamic tabs in Vue.js. So guys, I would like to request you one thing also. So please guys, watch the entire video. It's my promise, I will explain you each and everything, and after watching this video, you will be master, you will be expert in creating tabs in Vue.js. Okay, so now let me go to the code editor. We will start coding now. So create a new page, give tabs in Vue.js.html, and save the page now. Okay, and now we have to create the HTML also. So HTML, give code with ER Prabhat Pandit. So guys, as of now, you all know that my name is Prabhat Pandit and I am a software developer. Currently I am working as a ServiceNow developer at Happiest Minds Bengaluru, and I have got more than 4 years of experience into software development. Okay, so guys, now first of all, I would like to paste some of the CDN links from the previous example only, just to save our time. So let me go to the previous example first. So yeah, I will copy these CDN links from here, and I will explain you also, so don't worry, and paste it here. So guys, as you can see here, this is the local path for CSS of Bootstrap. Okay, so guys, this is the Bootstrap file. I have got a folder named CSS, and in that folder I have got the file also, bootstrap min.css. And guys, this is the CDN link for Vue.js 3. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, Vue@3. So this is the JS file for Vue.js 3. Okay, so guys, first of all, let me just create some of this like HTML code. So I'm gonna create HTML first. So create a div and give it a class as a container, and give margin top 3 also. So give margin top 3 and give margin bottom also 3, and close this div and open this div, and inside this div I am gonna create another div. So give the class also as text center, and close this div, and inside this div I am gonna create h1 element. So create h1, give class also as text center, and give text dark also, and close this h1 first, and inside this I'm gonna put some text. So I'm gonna put the text from the previous example only, just to save our time little bit only. So just copy this text from here, and just go to the code and paste it here. Okay, so now save your code, copy the file path, and go to the browser, create a new tab, paste it here, and remove this and just put localhost, yeah, and hit enter. Okay, so as of now you can see the guys text also, create dynamic tabs with vue.js with er Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so now let's go to the code again, code editor again. So yeah, below this guys, below this we have to create another div. So I'm gonna create another div and give the class also as container, and give margin top 5 and give margin bottom also 5, and give call lg 6. Okay, and give mx auto, and give justify content also center, and yeah, so close this div now. So guys, let me explain you one thing first. So guys, as of now you can see here I am using all the classes from the Bootstrap. Okay, so guys, these all classes are predefined in Bootstrap. I'm just using it. As you can see here, I have already included the file also for Bootstrap. As you can see here, css / bootstrap.min.css, and here also I'm using all the classes from the predefined Bootstrap library. Okay, so container, margin top 5, margin bottom 5 also, call lg 6, mx auto, justify content center. So guys, I hope guys, I am assuming, I am expecting that you know what is a Bootstrap and how to use Bootstrap in your application, in your code. Okay, so guys, I am expecting that you know what is a Bootstrap, and you know how to use Bootstrap also in our application, in our code. Okay, so now we will just create a div also. So create a div also. So yeah, create a div and give the class also as tab buttons. Okay, as tab buttons. So this will be the container for the all the buttons. Okay, like the buttons you can see here guys, like 4 buttons we have here: Bootstrap, JavaScript, AngularJS, and Vue.js. So this will be the container for the all the buttons. Okay, so now I will create a button also. So just create the button and close this button first. Okay, and we will give the class also. So give class also as tab buttons. Okay, give tab button only, yeah, and inside this we are going to write the text also, like Bootstrap. Okay, Bootstrap. And guys, now we have to append on click method using @. Okay, so guys, I will put @click. Okay, I will give equal to, and I will give active. So I will give activate tab. Okay, and inside this I will also pass the parameter also as tab1. Okay, as tab1. So now we will give the class also dynamically. So I will bind the class using vbind. Okay, so guys, the moment I will put a colon, you should be understanding that I am using here vbind just to bind the attribute or properties to our HTML. What can I say? Attributes. Okay, our HTML elements or our HTML attributes. Okay, so I will give also here class. Okay, so I will say equal to, and I will put double inverted comma and open and closing curly braces, and I will say active. Okay, I will say active and put colon, and I will say active. I will say active tab. Okay, I will say active tab, and I will say equal to I will say tab. Okay, tab1. Okay, so now as of now just save your code. Okay, it will throw an error guys. Okay, so yeah, just copy these buttons as of now and paste it 3 times. Okay, so just paste it 3 times, paste it here also, and paste it here also, and we will change the text to JavaScript. Okay, so we will change this to, just go to the JavaScript. So JavaScript, and just change this text to, I will say angular.js, and I will say this text to Vue.js. Okay, so one of my favorite framework of JavaScript. Okay, so guys, now as you can see here, this is the tab 1. Okay, so I have given tab 1. So this is the tab button 2, this is the button 3 and this is the button 4. So I will just make this tab 2, okay, tab 2, and I will say tab 3, and I will also say tab 4, and here also I will change the tab 2. I will also change this to tab 3 and also this to tab 4. Okay, so guys, as of now we have defined 4 buttons, okay, Bootstrap, JavaScript, AngularJS and Vue.js. okay, and guys, here I have used as @. So guys, as you all know that @ is used to apply on click method on the buttons or any element, okay, and guys, @ is the shorthand for v-on. okay guys, always remember @ is the shorthand for v-on, and we use v-on on our HTML element, on our HTML tag, okay, just to apply the some click event. Okay, so here also guys, I am applying a click event. The event name is activate tab. Okay, so guys, the event name is activate tab, and here I am passing the parameter also tab 1, and here also I am applying the same what can I say, methods, activate tab, and here I am also applying the parameter as a tab 2. Here also I'm calling the same method activate tab, and here also I am applying the what can I say, parameter as tab 3, and here also guys, on the button 4 also I am also calling the same function or method activate tab, and here also I am passing the tab 4 as a parameter. And guys, here, okay, here I am using vbind, here also I am using vbind, and guys, by using vbind we can apply dynamic classes, okay, to our HTML attribute, to our HTML tags. Okay, so guys, here I will say I have used here vbind and class equal to, I will say double inverted comma, and I will put open and closing curly braces, okay, and I will apply the class also. So guys, this is the class name active. Okay, so guys, this is the class name active. Okay, this is the class name active, and I have given colon. And guys, whenever the tab active tab equal to become tab 1, so we will apply the active class. And guys, whenever active tab equal to become tab 2, then we will apply the class active again to the respective buttons. Okay, and guys, whenever a user is going to click on the button 3 like tab 3, so guys, whenever the active tab will become equal to tab 3, then we will apply the active class. Okay, and guys, whenever a user is going to click on the 4th button, Vue.js, then we will also activate this active tab, and we will say equal to tab 4. Okay, so guys, whenever a user is going to click on the button like tab 1, tab 2, tab 3 and tab 4, so guys, based on the active tab function or method, we will also check that this active tab is equal to tab 2. If it is true, then we will apply the active class. We will also check if active tab equal to tab 3, then we will also apply the active class, and we will again also check if active tab equal to tab 4, then we will also apply the active class. And again, I will check here for the first button also, if active tab equal to tab 1, then also we will apply the active class. Okay, so guys, whenever our user is going to click on the button like tab 1, tab 2, tab 3 and tab 4, so guys, based on the button, based on the button click by the user, we will apply the tab 1, we will apply the tab 2, we will apply the tab 3, we will apply the tab 4, and here also guys, we are applying the class also active based on the active tab. If it is tab 2, we will apply active. If it is tab 1, we will apply active also. If it is tab 3, we will also apply active class. If it is tab 4, we will also apply the active class. Okay, so guys, now below this button tab buttons, I am gonna create one container also. So I will create a container for the content. Okay, for the content I will create a container. So just below this, create a div, okay, and give the class also. Okay, so guys, first of all, let it just be like this. So just close this div, and guys, below this div I am going to create our Vue.js script. Okay, so guys, now we are going to write the script tag. Okay, so I am going to create a script. So open this, and guys, inside this we have to write our script. Okay, so I will start writing a script now. So I will create a const. Okay, so create a const, and we will say equal to app, and we will say equal to view dot create app. Okay, create app parenthesis, and inside this put open and closing curly braces, and open this, and we will create a data property. So and it will return data so guys, this is known as data function. Okay, and it will return all the properties. So we will say return. Okay, we will say return and open and closing curly braces, and inside this we will just as of now just we will return the active tab. Okay, so we will say active tab, copy this active tab from here, and just paste it here, and give colon, and as of now just say tab 1. Okay, so put here comma. So guys, now save your code. As of now guys, you all know that we have to create also vue.js like instance also. So I'm gonna create the vue.js instance also. So I will say this app. Okay, copy it from here, and just paste it here, and we will say dot mount, and we have to give the id or class. Okay, whatever you wish to like give, just give it here, and just close this. So guys, now we are gonna copy this id from here, and we will just paste it here. Okay, we will just paste it here, give the id to this div, give the id as equal to app. Okay, so guys, now this entire div. Okay, so guys, now this entire div, okay, this entire div, okay, have been mounted with this vue.js instance. Okay guys, always remember guys, the moment you will apply the id as a app, okay, this entire div, okay, this entire div will be mounted with this vue.js instance, because we have mounted the div by its id as a app. Okay, so guys, now just save your code. Okay, and just go to the browser and just refresh your page. Okay, not this one, this one. Yeah, as of now you can see guys the button also. So just open this, and you go to the console. Let me just show you something. Okay, let me just guys show you something. So just open this and open this also. So guys, as of now you can see here the active class is applied. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, the active class is applied on the first button. So let me just enlarge this for you so that you can see properly. So yeah, go to the elements. So guys, as of now you can see here we have already applied active class. Okay, because we have given here return active tab equal to tab 1. Okay, and you can see here we are applying the class based on the active tab. We are checking here if active tab is tab 1, if active tab is tab 2, if active tab is tab 3, if active tab is tab 4. Based on that we are applying the class active. Okay, on each and every button element guys, based on the active tab we are applying the class active. Okay, so guys, as of now you can see here I am returning, okay, active tab equal to tab 1. So by default our first tab, okay, by default our first tab is active, and now we have also applied the class active to this button. Okay, so guys, that's why you can see here, that's why you can see here the first button has got the extra class active, and it has already got the class also tab button, tab button, tab button, and tab button. But the first button has got the one extra class, that is active. Okay, so guys, now try to click on the rest of the buttons like JavaScript, AngularJS, and Vue.js. Okay, so now I am gonna click the button JavaScript. Okay, we are getting an error. So yeah, we have not defined the method also active tab. So guys, now just change this to 1 to 2. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Now guys, you will be able to see active class on the JavaScript button. Okay, so just refresh the page. See, boom guys, now you can see the active class on the JavaScript button. Okay, see guys, now you can see the active class, one extra class to this, okay, to this JavaScript button. So now just change this to 3, and now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. So guys, now you will be able to see an extra class like active class on the third button, which is AngularJS. Okay, so just click the button AngularJS. No, yeah, okay, so just refresh the page. See, boom guys, now you can see here one extra class active on the third button AngularJS. Okay, because we have given here active tab equal to tab 3, and here we are also checking active tab. Okay, we are also applying here, we are also checking here if active tab equal to 3, then we will apply this class active. Okay, so that's why guys we will be able to see here one extra class which is active on the third button of AngularJS. Okay, so guys now try to make this 3 as a 4. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Guys, the moment you will refresh the page, you will be able to see one extra class on this button Vue.js, which is active class. Okay, so now refresh the page. See, boom guys, as you can see here guys, we have got the extra class active, and we have got the class also like tab button, and below the we have got the one extra class also active, because we have given active tab equal to colon tab 4, and here also we are checking active tab equal to 4. Then we will apply the active class also, okay, to this button, okay, to this button, to this button, okay, to this button, to this button, based on the active class. Okay, based on the tab, active tab, active tab, active tab, and active tab also. Okay, so as of now just revert it to 1. So by default our tab 1 will be active. Okay, so by default our first button Bootstrap will be active, and we will apply the class also active. Okay, so now save your page, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. See, boom guys, as you can see here, we got the button also one extra class active to this button. Okay, beside tab button also. Okay, beside tab button class also we got to see one extra class which is active. Okay, so guys now we are going to define the content also. Okay, so we are going to define the content also for this. So yeah, below this just put comma and put comma semicolon here, and below this I will define our methods also. Okay, so I will define the methods also. So put colon and open and closing curly braces, and guys we will just copy this class method from here, and because we are calling it whenever a user is going to click on the button, like button first button, second button, third button, and fourth button. Okay, we are calling activate tab 1, we are calling also activate, we are passing the tab 2, we are calling also activate tab, and we are passing the tab 3 as a parameter, and we are also calling activate tab, and we are also passing the tab 4 as a parameter. Okay, so now just in the method we will just paste it, and we will just pass the parameter as a tab, and we will say, okay, we will say this dot, we will say this, okay, we will say this, okay, we will say this dot, okay, equal to, we will say equal to, and we will say tab. Okay, we will say tab. So now close this. Okay, so put comma here, put comma here also, and put semicolon here. So guys, the moment a user is going to click on the button, like button 1, button 2, button 3, and button 4, we are also calling the function like activate tab, and we are also passing the parameter as a tab 1, tab 2, okay, tab 3, and tab 4 also, and we are calling the same method on each and every buttons, activate tab, we are passing the parameter tab 1, we are calling also here activate tab, okay, and we are also passing the parameter here as a tab 2, we are also calling this activate tab on the third button, and we are also passing the parameter as a tab 3, and here also on the fourth button we are also calling the same method, same function activate tab, and we are here we are also passing the tab 4 as a parameter, and here we are just calling this, and we are saying because we are passing the parameter also tab 1, tab 2, tab 3, and tab 4, so we have to get it here in our function also, we have to grab it here also. So I will be passing one tab as a argument. Okay, as an argument I will pass the one tab, and we will say here this dot activate tab equal to, we will say this tab. Okay, so guys, based on the button clicked by the user, we will just activate tab 1, tab 2, okay, tab 2, tab 3, and tab 4, okay, based on the button clicked by the user. Okay, so now just save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page, and now try to open the developer tool, and now go to the body first and open this. Yeah, open this also. So guys, now as you can see here, by default we have got the one extra class on button 1, which is bootstrap, and the extra class is active. Okay, so guys, now I'm gonna click the button one by one, and let's see, we will be able to apply the active class on the JavaScript, AngularJS and Vue.js also. So guys, now I'm gonna click the button JavaScript. See, boom guys, it works. See, now we have got the extra class on button 2, which is JavaScript. Okay, here you can see the extra class active. So now click the button Angular. See, boom guys, here also you can see one extra class, and we have removed the extra class. So guys, at a time one button will be enabled, rest all buttons will be disabled. Okay, so guys, at a time only one button will be active, and rest all the button will be inactive. Okay, so now click the button Vue.js. See, boom guys, now we have got the extra class on Vue.js also, so active. See guys, see, now our tab is dynamic. We are able to apply the active class on the button click also, and at a time the one button will be active, at a time one button will be enabled, and rest all button will be disabled. Okay, see guys, see. Okay, so now we are gonna create the content also. So just close this tab and go to the code, and guys, now below this we have to write our we are gonna create now the content for the respective tabs. Okay, so now we will create the content also. So I will give the class width as 100%, and I will give vShow. Okay, so guys, vShow is a directive in Vue.js which is used to show the content based on some activity, based on some conditions dynamically. Okay, so guys, vShow is a directive in Vue.js which is used to show the content dynamically based on some based on some what can I say conditions, or based on some what can I say, function return. Okay, if function returns true, if function returns false, then we will be also able to show the content, because the function returns true. As of now the vShow is true, we will show the content, and if the function return false, as of now the vShow is false, so we will hide the content. Okay, so guys, here we are going to apply the same logic. Okay, so guys, whenever a user is going to click on the first button, activate tab, so we will be able to we will be able to check that also. If tab 1 is active, we will be able to check also. If tab 2 is active, we can check also. If tab 3 is active, we will be also able to check if tab 4 is active. Okay, so now we will just say vShow, and we will just check here if, okay, we will say if active tab. Okay, just copy it from here, if active tab. Okay, and we will say equal to tab. Okay, we will say equal to. So as of now, just give the tab 1. Okay, because the tab first will be active by default. Okay, so guys, here also, as you can see here guys, dynamically we are just changing the value to this active tab. Okay, and by default as of now it is tab 1. So guys, here dynamically we are changing this active tab value. So guys, whenever a user is going to click on the first button, so here we will get the tab 1. When the user is going to click on the second button, so here we will get the tab 2. So whenever a user is going to click on the third tab, so here we will get the tab 3. And whenever a user is going to click on the tab 4, so here we will be able to get the tab 3. Okay, and dynamically guys, we are also changing here the value of this active tab. Okay, so if tab 1, tab 2, tab 3, tab 4, and so on and so forth. Okay, so as of now we have only 4 tab. You are free to customize according to your need, according to your application requirements. Okay, so guys, now we are also here checking vShow. Okay, vShow, we will say if active tab equal to tab 1. Okay, because we are dynamically changing the value to this active tab value dynamically, and here we are checking if right now active tab equal to is tab 1. Okay, if it is so, then we will show the tab 1 content. If it is false, then we will show the different tab. Okay, so just copy it, and we have to paste it 4 times. Okay, so just copy it, and we have to paste it 4 times. Okay, so paste it 4 times, and yeah, so okay, so now we will change this to tab 2, and we will change this to tab 3, and we will change this to tab 4. Okay, so I will give the text also just for you guys. So I will say show 1. Okay, and just copy this text from here. So guys, I hope guys you are getting me what I'm trying to explain you here. Okay, so guys, I will explain you each and every steps here. Just be here and watch the entire video. Okay, so we will say this to 4, we will say this to 3, and we will say this to 2. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser, and just refresh the page and see the magic. Okay, as of now we got the error also, so just let me check. Okay, so it is saying, yeah, okay, sorry guys, we have to put comma here. Sorry, I forget to put comma, so put comma. Okay, put comma, I mean put in inverted single, like inverted comma. So now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Okay, so guys, now you can see the magic. As of now the first button is enabled, so we will be able to see show first. Okay, so now click the button JavaScript, see, boom guys, show 2. Now click the button AngularJS, see, boom guys, show 3. And now click the button Vue.js, see guys, show 4. Okay, see, show 1, show 2, show 3, and show 4, and show 1, show 2, show 3, and show 4. Okay, so guys, now our tab is working fine. Okay, our tab is working fine, and I've explained you. So guys, now we are gonna create the content for it. Okay, so we are gonna create the content for it. So I will create a section inside this. So create a section. Okay, and close this section first. Okay, so guys, I hope guys you are getting me what I'm trying to say you here. If you guys want, I can explain you one more time. Okay, so guys, let me just explain you one more time. Okay guys, so guys, whenever a user is going to click on the button, any of the button, like we have got the 4 buttons here: Bootstrap, JavaScript, AngularJS, and Vue.js. And guys, on each and every button, okay guys, on each and every button we are calling the function activate tab. Okay, we are calling the function activate tab. We are also calling here the function activate tab, and here we are also calling the function activate tab. And guys, we are passing as a parameter as a tab 1, parameter as a tab 2, parameter as a tab 3, and parameter as a tab 4. Okay, and guys, here we are applying dynamic classes based on the active tab. Okay, so guys, here also we are applying dynamic classes based on the active tab, and here also we are applying the dynamic classes based on the active tab, and here also we are applying the dynamic class based on the active tab. And guys, here I have used bbind just to bind this class to our button. Okay, because guys, as you all know, the colon is the shorthand for bbind. Okay guys, always remember colon as the shorthand for bbind. And here we are just checking if if active tab equal to tab 1. As you can see here we are just applying vshow, here vshow tab 2, vshow active tab 3, vshow active tab equal to 4. Okay, and guys, here also we are checking if active tab equal to tab 1. Okay, so we will apply this active class. And guys, here also we are checking if active tab equal to tab 3, so we will also apply this active class to this button. And here we are also checking if active tab equal to tab 3, then here also we will apply the active class. And here also we are also checking if active tab equal to tab 4, then also we are applying the active class. Okay, and guys, here below this we have created 4 divs. Okay, just to hold the content for the tab 1, tab 2, tab 3, and tab 4. And guys, here we are saying vshow. Okay, on each and every div we are saying vshow. Okay guys, on each and every div we are saying vshow. And guys, as you all know, vshow is a directive in Vue.js which is used to dynamically show the content or hide the content based on some conditions, based on some activity. Okay, so guys, vshow is a directive in Vue.js which is used to show and hide the content based on some conditions, based on some activity. Okay, So guys, here we are checking vShow equal to we are saying here vShow equal to active tab equal to tab 1, because guys here we are just changing this active tab value dynamically here, and we are saying we are calling this active tab function, which is defined on the buttons. On each and every button we have defined the function activate tab 1, activate tab and activate tab also, and we are passing the parameter also as tab 1, tab 2, tab 3 and tab 4. And guys, here we are just creating a methods, okay, and here we are saying activate tab, and we are getting this parameter, okay, we are getting these parameter tab 1, tab 2, tab 3 and tab 4 in tab, and we are just dynamically changing its value, okay. This tab active tab value as of now it is default is tab 1, and here guys we are changing the dynamically the value of this active tab whenever a user is going to click on the button 1, button 2, button 3 and button 4, okay. So as of now by default it's tab 1 is active, and then if it is clicked, any of the button guys is clicked, then tab 1 will be active, tab 2 will be active, tab 3 will be active and tab 4 will be active, okay. And we will just change it here also, and we will just show based on the active tab the value is active tab the value is tab 1, vShow active tab the value is tab 2, vShow here also active tab equal to tab 3, and vShow active tab equal to tab 4, okay. So guys, I hope you have understood. So guys, now I'm gonna create the content for the tab, okay. So yeah, just give the class also to this section. So give class also as card, okay, give card, and give also p3 means padding 3, and give margin top also 1, and I give 1, and give margin bottom also as 1, okay. So guys, inside this section we're gonna create some content, okay. So go to the example first. So like you can see here, build fast responsive sites with Bootstrap, okay, one header, one subheader and one image, okay, and below that we have got the one button also like learn more, okay. So I'm gonna create that only. So I will say I will create a div first, okay. So give it a class also as a tab header, okay, give tab header. So yeah, and close this div and just open this div, and inside this I'm gonna create h1 element, okay, and give the class also as text, give text uppercase, okay, uppercase, and give also text header, okay, give text header, and give also margin top 3, and give margin bottom also 3, and close this div, okay. And yeah, oh no, it is a h1 guys, so close this is a h1, so close this h1 first, and inside this I'm gonna put text guys from the or just go here and copy this text from here and paste it here, okay. So paste it here, yeah. So now below this div I'm gonna create another div, okay. I'm gonna create another div below this div. So create another div and give class also as a text left, okay, left, and close this div first, and inside this div I'm gonna create h4 element. So create h4 and give the class also. First of all close this h4 element, otherwise we will forget to close it, and later on we will have a lot of issues because of this only, okay. So I will say I will give the class also h4, and I will give the class also text sub, okay, text subheader, okay. And inside this I'm gonna copy the text from the previous example only, just to save our time, okay guys, because I have explained you. So just copy it from here and just paste it here, okay. So now below this div I'm gonna create another div. So guys, I hope you are getting me. So I'm gonna create another div. So give the class also as img container, okay. It is gonna hold the image tag, okay. So just close this div, and inside this div create a img element and give the class also. So I will give the src as images, because I have got the folder named images, and inside the folder I have got some I have got some images also. So yeah, just close this, I mean give the forward slashes and give the class also, okay, and give img fluid, okay, img fluid, okay. So guys, this is all predefined classes. Okay, I'm not using a single custom classes. Okay, so I will give rounded also just for the border radius. So give rounded, so give rounded, okay, just for the border radius. So guys, now let me go to this folder images, and I will show you the images also. So yeah, just I will copy so which is the bootstrap classes, bootstrap images. So just yeah, so guys, where is the image? You know guys, one thing, whenever you know, like you need something, no, it will be not there. Okay, so this is what happening guys with me also. Like I'm looking for, you know, like bootstrap images. Okay, and yeah, I got it here. So this is the image guys I'm gonna use. So copy it from here, the image name, and go to the code and paste it here. Okay, and guys, below this div I'm gonna create another div, okay, for the buttons. Okay, for the button, so just create, okay, just create div first. So create a div, give it a class as a margin top 3, and give margin bottom also 3, and just close this div first, and inside this div I'm gonna create a button element. So button, and close this button first, and just give the class also as btn, okay, and give btn danger, okay, and just give the text also learn more. Okay, so guys, now just save your code, go to the browser and refresh the page and see the magic first. Okay, yeah, see, boom guys, it's work guys. As you can see here, build fast responsive sites with bootstrap and some no, some text also, and below this you can see the image also, and below this you can see the buttons like more, learn more. Okay, so click on the JavaScript. So now there is nothing. Click on the Angular, there is nothing. Click on the Vue.js, there is nothing. Click on the bootstrap now. So this is our first content. Okay, so guys, now we have to create for rest of the buttons also, like JavaScript, AngularJS, and Vue.js. So just go to the code, and guys, now I'm gonna copy. Okay, so guys, now I'm gonna copy this entire section. Okay, so guys, now I'm gonna copy these entire sections just to save our time. Okay, so guys, now as you all know, I have explained you already, so what is there inside this section. Okay, so now just copy it and go here and paste it here. Okay, so now we will just go there and we'll just copy the text. Okay, so I will just copy this text, and what is JavaScript learn with Prabhat. Okay, so just replace this. Okay, and just go here again and just copy this text from here and just replace this. Okay, so guys, now just replace this, and now we will change the image also. So just go to the folder, and just I will use the image, okay, for the JavaScript now. So JavaScript okay, as of now it is also taking a lot of time. Okay, because I need it right now, so it is not here. So guys, yeah, it is here guys. So just copy the image name from here. Okay, so copy the image name from here, and just replace this. Okay guys, so just replace this, and now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Okay, so now click the JavaScript also. See, boom guys, what is JavaScript learn with Prabhat Pandit, and below this you can see some text also, and below this you can see the image, and you can see the button also learn more. Okay, so guys, now we are gonna create the Angular and Vue.js as well. So just guys copy this section. Okay, so guys, you are free to do modifications, you are free to do changes according to your need, according to your, you know, like application requirements. Okay, so just paste it here. Okay, so just paste it here, and just paste it here also, and later on we will change the text and we will change the image also. Okay, so guys, this is the AngularJS as of now. So just go to the example and just copy this text from here. Okay, so just replace this text from here, and again go to the example and just copy this text from here and just replace this text. Okay, and we will change the image also. So just go to the image and we will look for the Angular image. So we will look for the Angular JS image. Yeah, Angular JS, yeah, it is here guys, Angular JS.png. so just copy the image name from here and just replace this image name, okay, from here. So now again go to the example, and now we have to work on the last content. So go to the example and just copy this, what is Vue.js learn with Prabhat Pandit from here, and just replace this, okay, and just go to the again and just copy these text from here and just copy it from here and just paste it here. And it is saying the progressive JavaScript framework, an approachable, performant and versatile framework for building web user interfaces. Okay, so guys, now we have to change the image also. So just go to the folder and we will just look for the image. Okay, so yeah, let me just go to the example. So let me just go to the example, go to the Vue.js, yeah, the green one, yeah, it is here to the last. So copy the image name from here and just minimize this now and go to the code and just replace this image. Okay, and save your code guys now, and go to the browser and now refresh the page. Okay, yeah, so now guys, just click on the Vue.js. See, boom guys, as you can see here, what is Vue.js learn with Prabhat Pandit, and some text also, and we have got the image also, and we got the button also, learn more. Okay, so now click on the AngularJS. See, boom guys, AngularJS learn with Prabhat Pandit, and some text also, like the web development framework for building the future deliver web apps with confidence, and the image also. And here below that below image you can see the button also, learn more, and go to the JavaScript and see here the content, the dynamic content. Okay, what is JavaScript learn with Prabhat, and here also we can see some text, and below this we can see the image also, and below this we can see the button also, learn more. Okay, so go to the Bootstrap. See, build fast responsive sites with Bootstrap, some text also, and below this you can see the button also, image also, and below this the image you can see the button also, learn more. Okay, so guys, now as you can see here, our tab is dynamic and working fantastic and fine also. So guys, now we have to put some extra CSS also. Okay, our custom CSS. So I'm gonna go and write some custom CSS just to make like this button like this. Okay, so just go here to your code and just go to the head section and create a style sheet. Okay, and we will just create our custom style sheet. So guys, just be here, and first of all, just copy this text header. So copy this class from here, the text header, and go to the style sheet, put a comma, put dot, and just open and closing curly braces, and save font size. Okay, save font size as 30px, and now save your code, go to the browser and now refresh the page. Okay, so now you can see each and everything in the same line. Okay, yeah, our tab is also working fine. So guys, now we will just copy this class. Okay, we will just copy this class, yeah, text subheader. Okay, so copy this class from here and just go to the style sheet and put point and just paste it here, open and closing curly braces, and save font size as 20px, and give line height also as 30px. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and now refresh the page. Yeah, you can see now. Okay, see guys, we have learned how to create dynamic tab in Vue.js. Okay, and guys, I have explained you. So guys, now let me just write some of the buttons for the class for the buttons. Okay, so just yeah, I will say just tab buttons, and I will say just copy it here and paste it here. So I will say display as flex. Okay, and guys, now I'm gonna copy, okay, this tab buttons button. Okay, so I will say tab buttons. Okay, so copy it from here and just paste it here, and I will say button also. Okay, because it is an element, so we will say button also, and I will give, you know, margin. I will give margin right 5px. Okay, just for the gap, okay, between the buttons. So I will say cursor as a pointer. I will say cursor as a pointer, and I will give, you know, like outline as a none. So I will give outline as a none. Border also none, and give border as thin solid Gainsborough, and give border also, border radius also, give border radius as a 5px, and give box sizing also as a border box, and give, you know, box shadow also. So give box shadow also 1px, just give 2px, and give 10px, and give RGBA, and just change the value of opacity. So I will put 0.2. okay, so now we will say display also as block, and we will say white space as a node app. Okay, and just guys, above this I will say asterisk, and I will say like I will give position as relative, and I will give, you know, I mean box sizing as border box. I will give padding also 0px, and I will give margin also 0px. okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh the page. Okay, yeah, see guys, we forget to put padding. Okay, so put padding also, put padding 5px and 12px. okay, so now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Okay, see, boom guys, now we are able to see the buttons like this. Okay, so we are able to see the buttons like this also. As of now, whenever you are clicking, the active button is not, you know, being highlighted. So now we have to highlight the button also, the active button. Okay, so as of now the JavaScript is active, but you are not able to see that JavaScript button is active. Okay, so put Angular. Okay, so now we will just write the CSS also for the active button. Okay, so I will just say, I will just copy it from here and paste below this. Okay, so close this first, and I will say point active. Okay, I will say point active, and I will say background as a Dozer blue. Okay, I will give background as a Dozer blue, and I will give the color also as white. Okay, so guys, the button which will be active right now will be having the background color as a Dozer blue, and the color will be white. Okay, so guys, let me just explain you one more time. The button guys, the button which will be active right now after the user has clicked on the button, so we will have the background color to Dozer blue, and we will have the color also as a white. Okay, so now save your code, now go to the browser and refresh the page. See, boom guys, now you can see here, this is the active button. As of now Bootstrap is active. Click the button JavaScript. See, boom guys, now as of now the JavaScript button is active. Click AngularJS. See, as of now AngularJS is active, and click the Vue.js. okay, so Vue.js active. Okay, see guys, see, our tab is working fine, and we have created this tab, this dynamic tab, okay, by using Vue.js. okay, see guys, yeah, it is working fine, no issue at all. Okay, JavaScript, Angular, Vue.js, Bootstrap, JavaScript, Angular, Bootstrap, Vue.js. See guys, we are able to switch our content, we are able to switch our, you know, like buttons. Okay, and like there is no issue at all, there is no like bugs at all. Okay, it is working fine and fantastic, and we have created this tab using Vue.js. okay, so guys, I hope guys you have understood guys. Okay, because guys I try to explain to you each and everything, you know, like to my best. Okay, so yeah, there is nothing guys, this much JavaScript you have to write. Okay, this is the JavaScript guys you have to write to make your tab in Vue.js. And here guys, here we are just checking. Okay, we are just calling activate tab function, activate tab function, activate tab function, and activate tab function on the button click, and we are passing the parameter as a tab 1, tab 2, tab 3, and tab 4, and here guys we are applying the dynamic class. Okay, here also we are applying the dynamic class, here also we are applying the dynamic class, here also we are applying the dynamic class by using vbind attribute. Okay, as you can see here I have given the colon, which means vbind, and which is the shorthand for vbind. Okay, so guys, colon is the shorthand for vbind, and here we are applying the active class dynamically, and we are checking. Okay, we are first checking guys that which tab is active. Okay guys, first of all we are checking which tab is active. Okay, by saying active tab equal to tab 1, by saying active tab equal to tab 2, also by saying active tab equal to tab 3, also by saying active tab equal to tab 4. And guys, if this right now this tab 1 is active, we will apply the class active class. If right now the tab 2 is active, we will apply the class active. And if right now tab 3 is active, we will apply the class active. And if right now the tab 4 is active, we will apply the class active. And guys, here we are using vshow. Okay, here guys we are using vshow. Okay, here also we are using here also guys we are using vshow. Okay, here also we are using vshow, and here also guys we are using vshow. Okay, which means tab 1, tab 2, tab 3 and tab 4. Okay, we are using vshow. And guys, as you all know that vshow is a directive in Vue.js which is used to show the content, which is used to hide the content based on certain what can I say conditions, based on certain conditions only. Okay, so as of now we will check vshow. We are just checking if active tab equal to tab 1. Okay, so guys, right now the tab 1 is active, so we are just showing this first tab. And here guys, dynamically in our Vue.js, here the active tab equal to tab 1. By default active tab will be active. Okay, tab 1 will be active by default. And here guys, in our method we are calling this function. Okay, this function active tab, active tab, active tab, active tab, and here we are passing the parameter tab 1, tab 2, tab 3 and tab 2. Okay, and we are calling active tab on activate tab on each and every buttons. On click of the button we are calling activate tab, activate tab, activate tab and activate tab. And here guys, dynamically we are just changing this dot active tab. Okay, this dot active tab, and here we are just saying this tab. Okay, so guys, this tab this tab will contain tab 1, tab 2 and tab 3. Okay, as you can see here, we are just passing here parameter tab 1, tab 2, tab 3 and tab 4. And here also we are just getting it in our function as a parameter, and we will say tab. Okay, and here we will say this dot activate. Okay, active tab equal to tab. Okay, so we will get here tab 1, tab 2, tab 3 and tab 4, and based on we will just replace this active tab. Okay, so based on this we will just replace this active tab, and we will show by using vshow equal. We are checking vshow active tab equal to tab 4. We will show the tab 4. If vshow equal to if vshow active tab equal to tab 3, we will show the tab 3 content. And if vshow equal to active tab equal to tab 2, we will show the tab 2 content. And if vshow equal to active tab equal to tab 1, then we will show the content of tab 1. Okay, so guys, this is the like JavaScript, and this is some conditions. I hope guys like you have understood what I try to explain to you, what I try to teach you in this video, in this session. Okay, so guys, if you still have any doubt, any query, please guys feel free to ask me in the comment section below. I will try to resolve your query. I will try to answer your query regarding this video, regarding this session. Okay, so guys, I hope guys you have learned something from this video, from this session. As guys, as you all know, my promise from each and every session, from each and every video is that I will give my 100%. I will try to explain my best so that you will be able to understand it, so that you will be able to get it. Okay, so guys, I hope you have learned something, that how to create a dynamic tab in Vue.js. Okay, and guys, if you feel you have learned something from this video, from this session, please guys subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please press the bell icon also, so that whenever I will upload a new video in the playlist, you can be notified and you can watch them instantly, and you can learn from them also, and professionally you will also grow. Okay, so please guys subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please guys do share this video with your friend, with your colleague, with your group also, so that they will be also learning, they will be also knowing. Okay, so guys, I hope you have learned something from this video, from this session. Please guys, like all my videos, which will give me the confidence, which will give me the motivation to make awesome videos like this for you on each and every topic of web development as well as full stack development also. So guys, now see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye guys. This is Prabhat Pandit signing off now.